this kumquat tree. Hello, bubbleheads. That's what I'm calling you. Welcome to the Megan Gailey Bubble Show. Wait, that's not what it's called. Welcome to the Megan Gailey Bubble Machine, episode 2. All right. Wow. Everybody's feedback has been so kind. Usually when I put things on the internet, it's way more thumbs down than thumbs ups. So this is the most thumbs up I've ever gotten. There has been some feedback about how much I'm squinting. My dad said I look high. I'm not high. It's the morning, and I do not get high in the morning unless it's my birthday or 420 or vacation or if I'm taking a mental health day, which I will not be doing when I'm recording this show. Focused. My husband is creeping around. He set all this up for me. He did not believe in this show, didn't want to be a part of it. And now he set up a fancy camera. He got me a new microphone. But I mean, can you imagine a show doing this many updates after just one episode? That's great. Netflix doesn't do that. They're like, this is the set. Not me. One episode, I get feedback, I change it. I got a pillow behind my back. My lip is sweating. I do not have pants on. We're going to have to be doing the show without pants until further notice. You don't know. You can't see, but... CJ, anything you want to talk about? Oh, he gave me a thumbs up, which means... Oh, now he's leaving. I wanted him to leave, so I thought... You're not... Oh, he's not leaving. He's just hovering. Oh my gosh, this is how Britney Spears feels. You are Britney Spears' dad, and I am Britney Spears. And I'm going to roll down my bathing suit and... That's what we saw her in concert, and it was a lot of... I choked when I did. I choked. Oh boy. Are my eyes open enough? On to the news of the day. The NBA playoffs have started. Day 1, kind of fun, cute. Day 2, craziness. Both number 1 seeds lost for the first time since 2003. I would thought it was going to be like the 70s. 2003 doesn't actually sound that long ago. The Bucks lost, the Lakers lost. It's a complicated time because the DNC is going on and playoffs, and it's like, you know, you see AOC is trending, and then I'm like, oh my god, how do I get AOC in like a smaller screen in a big playoff screen? Hello. He did not wave back. What was I talking about? Oh, the playoffs. Okay, so, boy. The Pacers lost their first game. Victor Oladipo got poked in the eye, which is always kind of a funny sounding way to be injured, but it is serious. If I got poked in the eye, done for the season. We're hoping he comes back with goggles, fingers crossed. I think that would be like a really cute look for him. And the thing is, it's like, it's kind of nice to be able to be sad about basketball. That is a privilege that we are going through right now. So if your team lost, it's a joy to be able to lose. It's exciting in these times to be able to be sad about new things. You know, like it's been sad about the same things over and over again. And I'm like, the Pacers lost, I'm sad. That's refreshing, actually. And it's like minimal. Obviously, the Pacers losing these men and their motorcycles. Why would you ride your... It's 100 degrees outside. It's like, get in your car. A motorcycle interrupted my vows, and I took it from the top. You're not gonna f*** up my wedding. What is wrong with the Lakers? I think it's the purple half zips. They're not good. And I've given them a few weeks, and I was like, oh, that's a nice color on Frank, and that actually brings out Jason Kidd's eyes. Maybe this is good, but they look very uncomfortable in them. It looks like maybe their mom bought them and made them take a Christmas card photo together. I just think, obviously the Lakers not being able to shoot is probably the number 1 issue, but I do think the purple half zips, switch it up. I actually don't have any recommendations because most of the apparel men wear is dry fit, and men in dry fit makes my vagina slap close. Oh my god, what if Frank Vogel went out there in like a nice ass like white linen? I think that would be so fun for Florida. All the Lakers coaches in like sexy ass Miami Vice linen, like the realtors on $1 Million Listing LA. Okay, that's what we call rambling. I'm sure everyone saw, but I was a virtual fan last week on Friday. A lot of people called it a meaningless game. It was just a seeding game between the Heat and the Pacers. There are no meaningless games. I don't know if you've ever been to a Broadway show and the understudy is being announced. That's a thrill for me. I love that. I was camera ready. I came with a bold lip. I had just actually shot I almost said a commercial, an audition for something I'm not gonna get, where I was supposed to play a sexy vixen. And so then I had sexy vixen makeup to be in the Pacers virtual fan experience. Not really a match theme-wise. No one else, not a stitch. Not an eyebrow, not even a straighten the hair, and then me, just full bold red lip, trying to be friends with everyone. I bet they thought I was like a prostitute play-up. Remember Maury, the sexy decoys? I love them. That would have been like such a fun role to play. I would not have been asked to do that, but I just love when they would lock these men in rooms with a hot woman. The men know they're about to be on Maury, and they're like, oh yeah, I bet this hot woman who would never be into me is now suddenly into me. You don't think that's a sexy decoy? You think she likes you. Okay. But maybe that's why nobody wanted to talk to me in the Pacers room. Maybe I was just too hot and they thought I was there as some sort of narc. But I wasn't. I just wanted friends. Are there such a thing as stage husbands? Yeah? Who's a stage husband? Another big fun story was the Padres-Rangers game. Now, can you believe I'm talking baseball? What a thrill. A rookie, a phenom. Do you say phenom or phenom? I say phenom, but phenom is the short of phenomenal. Okay, so the guy's name is Fernando Tatis Jr. I probably did not pronounce his last name right, but I love him and I love his blonde dreads. He is cool. So it was a 3-0 pitch count. The Padres were up 7, and then he hit a grand slam. Great, that sounds like a happy story. Nope, everybody is pissed off. The Rangers manager is pissed off, the pitcher is pissed off, and Fernando's own coach mad at him for doing this. So then it brought up this whole topic about unwritten rules in baseball, and everyone on Twitter was like, unwritten rules are terrible, this is for dorks, this is why no one likes baseball, because you guys make up all these dumb things. So I decided to do a little research, and I found some unwritten rules, and I'm just going to read them to you because honestly I did not know a lot about them either. Do not bunt to break up a no-hitter. That seems self-explanatory and fine. Do not swing on a 3-0 count when your team is ahead. This is what he got in trouble for. That's stupid. Ahead by, like, in Little League we just have a 10-run rule. It's like, this isn't Little League. This is Big League. Let them do whatever they want. He is so fun and cool. Let him hit a grand slam. A grand slam is incredible. That also could lead to more money for him down the road. This one's stupid. Do not spend your time admiring a home run when you hit. I mean, that's all I would do. It's beautiful. Phew, admire that. I do like a little, can you hear it splash or like hit a car? The NFL, they get to dance and have fun. If the NFL is having more fun than you, you're in trouble. Do not steal bases if your team is ahead by a significant amount. These are kind of whiny. Do not swing at the first pitch of the at-bat if the pitcher has allowed back-to-back home runs. If the pitcher has allowed back-to-back home runs, he should not be in there. Do not rub the spot where you were hit by a pitch. What? Do not rub the spot where you... Okay, so if I get hit right here and it really... Owie, owie, I can't go like this to try and... That's against... That one. This one's a joke. This one feels like... This is from Wikipedia. I didn't check anything. Do not walk in front of a catcher or umpire when walking to the batter's box. Okay, now we've got the umpires involved. They've got... This is like... The umpires are like J-Lo. Don't look at me. Do not stand on the dirt near home plate when the pitcher is warming up. A pitcher who is removed from the game in the middle of an inning must stay in the dugout until the end of the inning. Sure, who cares? What if he got taken out of the game because he has to go poop really bad? For the fans, there's unwritten rules for the fans. Do not discuss a no-hitter that is currently in progress. All right, sure. I'm sure that's like, don't ask someone if they're pregnant. Great, fine. I was thrown out of a Major League Baseball park for smoking weed, so that's also an unwritten rule, I guess. Baseball needs to be focused on letting people make fun of the Astros. And that's it. Keep everyone COVID-free and let us make fun of the Astros. Those are your only 2 goals. Ride that out. Don't be worried about people hitting grand slams. We love grand slams. NHL? Haven't watched a second. Still heard it's good. And now, my favorite inadvertent joy of this show, Hard Knocks recap. I've always wanted to do a Hard Knocks podcast. I dream big, and it never happened. But now Hard Knocks is airing at the same time that I'm doing this show. A joy. Sean McVay loves football in a way that's almost annoying. Like sometimes there's comics that are like, I gotta do 75 shows. And you're like, now you're making me feel bad that I don't want to do all that. And that's kind of how I feel like Sean McVay is. Aaron Donald is flexing a lot. And he keeps being like, and then being like, you happy now? It's like, you keep doing it. I think you like it. And guess what? We do too. The colors of the teams are too similar. Blue and yellow, blue and yellow. I'm getting very confused as to where we are. I'm also watching this late at night, and I took it kind of a hefty edible, but it's like, I'm getting confused to the point where I think everyone is on the same team, and I'm like, wow, they're good. And it's like, oh no, it's 2 teams, but if they could combine, they would be great. The NFL kills propaganda. They do a great job at propaganda, because when you're watching it, you're like, they've got COVID under control. They solved it. And I don't think that's true, but they really, really have me believing it when I'm watching 58 minutes of Hard Knocks. I loved this episode. We're not going to get a lot of children, I think, because of COVID times, and that's kind of my favorite part, but that's okay. But Jalen Ramsey did go look at a house that was in the middle of God knows where. Nothing around. Just truly on a dirt mountain, which fine, great. The house they personalized for him. They had pictures of his daughter and then murals they thought he was gonna like. Something is wrong with that house. Jalen, do not buy that house. If a house is putting your family photos on the wall, that's a poltergeist. They are buried on a graveyard, and they don't want you to know. No one should have to do that. But I did love, it felt sort of like a $1 million listing selling Sunset Hard Knocks crossover, and I would love to see more real estate going forward. If we're not going to get kids, I want to be on Jalen Ramsey's home search for the entirety, and then at the end he picks a house, very sort of like HGTV House Hunter style. Oh my god, I almost forgot my final segment. Okay, what is this called? If I think... Sports questions from my friends that don't like sports. Okay, awesome. This question comes from Blair, Los Angeles. And before she asked me this question, she said, I know this is a stupid question. And it wasn't a stupid question at all. She asked if all of the teams went to the NBA bubble. No, 22 teams went to the NBA bubble, 13 from the West and 9 from the East. And now we are down to 8 and 8. So we are now down to 16 teams, and there were some teams that did not get to go. And for a little bit, they were saying that they were going to do a secondary bubble. And now I guess they're saying they're going to work out in the bubble. I don't know. I think Steph Curry looks very happy at home with his children, that y'all should just let him stay there. That's what I think. Oh, is it bad to get bubble juice on your computer? Oh, is it bad if your computer is 400 degrees? Sorry. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all the comments. You can DM me. You can write stuff. I'm going to be scouring the YouTube comments like my life depends on it. People tell me not to read them, and I say I love it. Wear a mask. Black Lives Matter. That was my virtual fan sign off. And I guess it's going to be, oh no, that's like a full lisp. I guess it's going to be my sign off for the Megan Gailey Bubble Machine episode 2. Be safe. Thank you so much for watching. Go Pacers.